What's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? All right, one last video for the night. Market continues to look very, very green, very, very juicy. You love seeing it, guys, right? It's funny because just a couple of days ago, there was so much fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the markets, right? So many negative people, toxic comments and stuff. And here we are. Everything's fine once again. In fact, I remember telling everybody about a week ago, because people were saying, well, this isn't going to come back. This altcoin's not going to bounce back. Bitcoin's not going to bounce, whatever the case might be. I said, look, go back on any chart, right? Any utility coin, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, ZBEC, whatever the case, Onyx coin, whatever, right? And look at the chart and look backwards for big dips, big, crashes, whatever you want to call them. And then scroll ahead and see that every single time, everything recovers. And here we are, once again, recovered, right? So it's good though. This is good because, this is why they say time in the market gains you experience and it gains you the ability to make money more, aggressively, so to speak, right? So for a lot of people, this is a good lesson that they can take and utilize moving forward to be better as an investor in this space in the future. You don't have to stress so much about when you see, blood in the streets or whatever the case might be. You know that everything will be fine, right? So yeah, experience, right? You can learn from this. Absolutely fantastic. And the market's green. So hey, let's have a look around, see what's going on, guys. Jasmy up 7.5% on the day, 0.5% on the week, down 10% on the month, and 44 on the year. We're up 3 spots in rank to 98, a $635 million market cap, and 43 million in volume. Swiftcoin up almost 4% on the day, 1.2 on the week, 14.8% down on the month, but up 167% on the year. Up 1 spot in rank to 318, $107 million market cap, and 1 million in volume. Exactly 1 million. How do you like that, eh? Finally back up over $1 million in volume. You love to see it. Onyx coin XCN up 2.5% on the day, 3.5% down on the week, 7 on the month, but up 912% on the year. Down 3 spots in rank to 121, $481 million market cap, and 21 million in volume. And of course, ZBEC, the beast, the monster, up 20.5% on the day, 8% on the week, down 13 on the month, but up 246% on the year. Up 17 spots in rank to 166, $310 million market cap, and 57 million in volume. Fantastic, guys. Fantastic across the entire space. As you can see, things look fantastic. So the big question is, will this continue on through Thursday, Friday? And what will the weekend look like? Very, very interesting question, right? Let's go have a look at the Bitcoin chart, see what's going on over there. Well, we had a fantastic daily close, $111,245, pretty much, give or take. We're sitting right now at 110,986. Nice breakout of the bull pennant here, guys, as you can see. Fantastic. Now, this wouldn't surprise me at all, right? I could see us tomorrow coming back down right here to $110,275, this line right here. I'm going to get rid of this yellow box now that we don't need it anymore. Okay, so this white line right here, right? I wouldn't be surprised to see us come back down and test this line as support. As you can see, we rejected off of it here and came back down significantly. It was resistance right here. Boom, boom, boom. You go back, rejected, rejected, rejected. So it was a significant level, right? And that is your, again, that is your $110,275, give or take, right? don't be surprised to see Bitcoin come back down and test that level as support now that we have broken through. Now, will that confirm as support, or will we fall back down below it? Well, I mean, we'll have to wait and see, right? But here's the thing, guys. There are certain aspects that could actually cause us to continue up until the weekend, right? We could see more shorts get liquidated, causing further short squeeze, shooting us even higher. Now, if that happens, I would not be surprised to see us move all the way up between $113,000 and $115,000, right? So keep an eye on that, guys. Depends on how many shorts pile in right now. I can't remember the exact number. I apologize for that. But yes, right now, I mean, I think that that's what's going to happen personally. But those are your upside and your downside potential possibilities. A retest down here for the downside, a break to the upside between $113,000 and $115,000 on a bit of a short squeeze. We are going into price discovery here. We just barely hit a new all-time high today. And it's funny because I was saying just, I think Monday was red, and I said, don't be surprised to see the rest of the week be green, right? I don't know if you guys remember that or not. Go back to my Monday videos and have a look, right? And you can see that. But so I said, yeah, Monday was red. I said, don't be surprised to see the rest of the week shift green. And we could even hit a new all-time high this week. And we actually have done that, right? There you go then, right? All good in the hood. Nice little move today and continuation tomorrow. But I think that I think we could continue and put in that new all-time high with more conviction this week, like I said, and then don't be surprised to see a bit of a red weekend, obviously, right? Another leg up followed by like something like this here, right? Something like this here. We have this big candle, not quite as big on day one. Or sorry, not right there. That's wrong. Right here. So we had this big candle, and then we wicked down, and it was red for a while, and then we continued up. That's kind of what I see that's probably going to happen here as well, right? We've wicked down, and then we'll probably end up continuing to the upside tomorrow, right? So, yeah. That's kind of what I'm watching on Bitcoin. And let's go have a look at the XCN stuff. But before we do, we have to give a quick shout out to the channel sponsor, Decent Biometric Wallet. Not your keys, not your coins, guys. Use our link down below. Get yourself a fantastic deal. They got a 2-for-1 on the biometric wallet right now, or you can get the card wallet. Either way, guys, you can swap, take profits on there without ever having to move back to a centralized exchange, and you can even stake on there, whether it's your crypto or your stablecoin, gain APY through the bear markets. Absolutely fantastic. Once again, simply use our link down below in the description. Get yourself a fantastic deal. All right, let's go over to the Onyx coin update. So why Onyx coin XCN could be a more promising bet than Solana right now. All right. So many crypto investors are constantly weighing which tokens have the best long-term potential. In a video, analyst Lee the Captain made a bold case for choosing Onyx coin XCN over Solana, explaining why he personally thinks XCN could be a smarter hold right now. This opinion was shared on Lee the Captain's YouTube channel, where he compared both coins from a market cap and growth potential standpoint. His analysis wasn't about hyping a project, but laying out a simple investor mindset. While he repeatedly emphasized that nothing he says is financial advice, he gave several clear reasons why XCN has his attention. Lee starts by doing a bit of math. If XCN reaches a price of 25 cents, that could be about a 17x gain from where it currently stands. Based on its circulating supply, that would give XCN a market cap of around $8.5 billion. In contrast, Solana's market cap is already around $80 billion. For Solana to make similar gains, it would need to reach a valuation of $1 trillion, which Lee finds unlikely to happen anytime soon. In his view, those kinds of market cap leaps are extremely rare. And while crypto can be full of surprises, he is more comfortable betting on what feels realistic. Solana's strength acknowledged, but still prefers XCN. To be clear, Lee does not bash Solana. In fact, he praises it. He says it's a solid layer 1 blockchain and acknowledged exciting developments like the Solana ETF in Canada. These moves, in his opinion, could have a strong positive impact on Solana's price in the future. But despite all of that, if he had to pick between the two, he says he would go with XCN. The reason is simple. Solana has already had a big run. XCN, on the other hand, still feels early and underappreciated. It has not reached mainstream awareness yet, and that, for Lee, signals opportunity. Lee also notes a major upcoming development for Onyx Coin, the Goliath mainnet. He explains that this is designed to be a strong layer 1 blockchain focused on financial use cases. While he does not expect it to beat Solana in terms of speed or adoption right away, he thinks it is still a compelling project, especially considering how small its market cap is in comparison. And what I will say to that, guys, I agree, because we are not yet in a utility-driven asset class, right? Despite what people might think. So which layer 1 is faster and cheaper and all that fun stuff doesn't really matter right now. I mean, it matters, but it doesn't matter to investors, right? Otherwise, Ethereum wouldn't be the second highest, layer 1 in market cap besides Bitcoin, right? So I rest my case. So I agree with him on that. He even compares Onyx to a mini version of Ripple or Stellar. I think they mean XRP, not Ripple, noting that it targets similar markets. So in a way, XCN could ride the same wave of adoption that these older coins have, but with more upside left. When it comes to timing, Lee brings up something interesting. He says historically, altcoins tend to peak around 18 months after the Bitcoin halving. The last halving was in April of 2024. So by that logic, the next major altcoin season could arrive around October of this year. That is part of the reason he's staying patient. He is dollar cost averaging into XCN, holding his position and waiting. He does not pretend to know exactly when the next big rally will happen, but he is prepared for it. And if he could hold only one coin through that period, he says it would be XCN. Some people might argue that XCN is already pumped, so the upside is gone, but Lee disagrees. He says XCN has not really gone mainstream yet. It had a run and a pullback, but it has not reached the level of mass adoption or media coverage that a token like Solana has. He also addresses concerns that $8.5 billion market cap is too much for XCN. To that, he points out that XRP's market cap is still more than 10 times that, and nobody thinks XRP is finished growing. So, in that context, the XCN price target of 25 cents does not seem that far-fetched. Lee wraps up by making it clear that he is not trying to convince anyone. He's just sharing how he sees things. He respects Solana, he sees value in the ecosystem, and he is optimistic about its future. But if forced to choose, he's holding XCN over Solana because of its smaller market cap, untapped potential, and financial focus through the Goliath mainnet. For now, he's staying patient. No big moves, just slow and steady accumulation. If the market turns in his favor, he believes Onyx Coin could be a big winner. So, while Solana's price may dominate headlines, Lee the Captain sees XCN as the underdog worth watching. I would agree, guys. He's not wrong in what he says, okay? Now, he's not saying that XCN is better than Solana or anything like that. So, if that's what you're thinking, and I know some people will hear what they want to hear, and that's not what he's saying, and that's not what I'm saying. What he's saying, what he's referring to, is the potential ROI or return on investment in Onyx Coin for this cycle versus Solana. And he's not wrong, right? Period. Solana has already gone on a monster run this entire cycle. It's outperformed even Ethereum. whereas XCN has had a run. But I do agree, my target, for XCN, somewhere close to the all-time high. So yeah, he's not wrong. The potential ROI in Onyx coin is significantly greater in this cycle than Solana's from this current time frame. So let me know what you guys think. And as always, guys, if you need mentorship and guidance in this space, get over to the Patreon. Join our mentorship coaching calls. They're absolutely free as a Patreon member. We will teach you everything you need to know, from how to structure your portfolio to how to create exit strategies and profit-taking plans, knowing when to take profits, knowing when not to take profits, passive income opportunities, so much so that a lot of our Patreon members have actually quit their 9-to-5s and just make passive income through crypto whilst being over on the Patreon. We're also live over there every single day. We drop educational content, micro cap gems. We have daily crypto picks, a massive community of thousands of people, and so much more, guys. Check it out for yourselves. The link is down in the description. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.